Escalation, escalation, escalation. It's like war, pretty much. It's the same game as a war. Escalation is Reiner Knizia's a version of war. A war.
Escalation is a small little card game for 2 to 6 players. Most of the cards just consist of numbered cards with pictures on them that number 1 all the way up to 13. There are some special ones that will do variable things depending on how you play them. Everyone's dealt a hand of cards and then the deck is set in the middle. On your turn, you lay down a numbered card and you announce that it's that much, or you actually may take multiples of the same card and announce the total value, set that down on top of that. You always need to go one higher than whatever the previous amount was. If you can't top that, the new top value with whatever you may have in your hand, you take the whole pile, lay it in front of you, and then play anything you want. You may even take it if you want to. Like, let's say you got a 1 in your hand, you're just looking to get rid of it. Well, then you could just take the pile just to get that 1 out there. If you have any of the cards numbered 1 through 7, you may play them with any other card that is 1 through 7, or multiple cards, provided they're the same. Just can't be any higher than 7, and that'll add up to the total. Or, if you have one of these neighborhood watch cards, you may lay it down as kind of a pass. I can't beat that. Alright, pass. Goes to the next person. Hopefully they can beat it. Once all the cards have been played out, the round will end when someone empties their hand, at which point everyone adds up the total pile of cards in front of them. Whoever has the most cards is the loser of the round. Whoever has the least will be the winner. You play so many rounds, usually the same amount of rounds there are for people, and then at the end of the final round, whoever has the least amount of points is the winner.
Escalation.
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 Oh, Reiner Knizia.
Is that Knizia?
Oh, Knizia.
It's a Knizia.
It's Knizia.
Good. Good for Knizia.
You know, I've read that Knizia has designed so many games that 1 out of all 3 games are made with Reiner Knizia. Alright, let's kick off this review. I'm going to be honest here. Escalation I call one of my laps in sanity. Because I don't know why, but I enjoy this game. It's highly luck-based, there's really not much to it. It's just an expanded version of war. And yet, like, for me, it's a 6 out of 10. I'm going to admit, though, that for most people, this is probably going to be a 4 or a 5 tops. I don't know, there might be some people that would enjoy it even more, but it's just one of those games that I don't know why I enjoy playing it, and I've played it probably 100 times, and I still enjoy playing it, and I don't know why. So for me, 6 out of 10. For the majority of our viewers, if you've played a multitude of card games, this is probably going to be a 4 or 5 tops, because there's really not that much to it. There is a little bit of strategy in what type of cards you play when, but even then, luck can just screw you in this game.
This is the Gentleman Knizia's one of his laziest games. It really is a reconstituted version of war. He was like, alright, I'm gonna take war, I'm gonna put a couple different numerical values, and then I'm gonna have some graphic design artists do up some really cool looking pictures. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Escalation. It is a fun game, though. Dan tends to cram it down our throats in marathon sessions, though. He'll be like we'll play.
Whoever has the most points after 30 rounds of Escalation, come on!
Yeah, he's huge into this.
Let's escalate this.
He thinks it's like the perfect 3 a.m. game when you're like, I cannot play Puerto Rico.
Hey, given at 3 a.m. when you're tired and you want something you don't want to think about, Escalation.
Escalation, I always lose.
Alright, 2, 4, 13, Dan!
I have never won this game. I am awful at this game. It is just pure luck and just a little bit of mathematical sequencing, which I don't do well, so I'm like, so Escalation for me is a 5 out of 10. It's a fun little game, but it is war, and it is the brilliant gentleman, Reiner. Really, he is, but it is one of his laziest games. So, Escalation, 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 5.5 out of 10, which is more than fair for this little game. Yeah.
Alrighty.
And that is Escalation.
Boardgasm, Boardgasm, Boardgasm. Boardgasm. Boardgasm!